Hey everybody, it's Keith with the L1 Automotive Training Channel, and today, you guessed it, we've got more modules to clone. I know you guys are probably tired of seeing Hexprog videos, but the reason why I purchased Hexprog is because it covers the vast majority of modules that I see here at the shop. So we've got a 12-ish BMW here. Customer wants this module cloned to this one. That's all I know. I know it's probably very anticlimactic that I say that a lot, but that's kind of what we have to deal with. So, I already pulled this up, but I want to show you guys what I have to do here. So in order to determine what module we have, we're going to use this website, bosch-repair-service.com. We're going to scroll down to the bottom and select Engine Control Unit. Scroll down and it's going to tell you to input this data right off that sticker. And we have the sticker here. They are matching modules. They must be matching part numbers. And then basically on the sticker at the very top, there's a number because we need to know what model of ECU this is. I know by looking at it, but in case you don't, here's how we do it. So we type in 0261 Sierra 08602. That's what this one is. Then we click search. It'll be MEVD 17.2.4. Says right there. So that's what we needed to know. I need to know it's an MVD 17.2.4. Now that we know that, we can go by ECU. We can control vector. Oh, I guess not. MEVD 17.2.4. Select it. We're going to do it bench because I don't want to have to open this module if I don't have to. We're going to click wiring. And here's where it tells us. So don't need to open it for factory mode. Connect the wires as described. So here's our legend. We're going to use ports A and B. So we're going to use ports A and B on our tool. We're going to hook it up as it says directly on there. So we're going to start with our OG, which is this crusty one here. Move this key out of the way. That's for the next video, repairing that key. That should be everything there. All right, now since we've got it all hooked up like it says, minimize that. Internal flash first. Go ahead and read the internal flash here. All right, so we'll let this read. This will be just a minute. Name it Flash OG. We're going to go up to our BMW. So typically I do these out in the shop, but since I've been trying to make content for you guys, I've been using this computer. I don't have I need to combine all these. I really need to move all of them to our network attached storage device. So this one, MEVD 17.2.4. We're going to name that folder. We're going to name this folder for the shop. Put code names in for the shop so you guys can't guess them. Flash OG. I'm going to read the ISN out of it because so we'll take a Windows key, print screen. Just print screen that ISN. Okay, go ahead and take a quick read of the internal EEPROM just in case. Okay, call it EEOG. Save that. Okay, we'll go back and switch all the connectors over now. Okay. Move our OG out the way here. Just set her over on the floor. Go back here. Minimize that. Go ahead and read the internal flash. Okay, it's reading, so we'll be back in just a second. Okay, so this one's done, so we're going to name this one Flash Donor. Save that. We'll read the emulated EEPROM. Should take just a second. This goes pretty quick. Okay, and then we'll go EE Donor. Not really worried about the ISN in this one, but just in case, I'll go ahead and read the ISN. And we'll just print screen. So now I'm going to go ahead and just flash the donor in here. So we're going to go, I'm just going to flash them both over the same way I did before. We'll go right, and I'm going to take the original flash and write it to it. That's going to take a second here. Make sure it starts up. So it requires the original file. Do you want to continue? We'll click OK. We're going to select the flash for the donor. Open that, and what it's going to do is it's going to take the checksum file from the original, or the donor's original file, and combine it with what needs to be done on the new one to make a corrected checksum for this chip's information. So if we look, it just says it's correcting checksum. So give it a minute here to correct it, and then it will write the file. And so what it's doing is it's taking the original checksum data and it's calculating it and going, this is what the number is supposed to be that when we get done. A checksum is basically an addition of all the ones and zeros. Kind of it's an algorithm calculation that takes all the data inside the chip and puts in a math equation. It should come out with like a number and a total, something, some kind of checksum number. And what this is going to do is it's going to read the checksum from the original file that was in this computer. It's going to figure out what the checksum is. Then it's going to take the new file and it's going to make small edits to it in places that are not used, in sectors of this module that are not used, to make it to where the checksum total out of the new file that we're flashing in this computer equals the same as the original. So this will look like a corrected checksum 100% correct module. So that's why it has to have the original. That's why I always read the donor as well. So we're going to let this flash, and then when it gets done, we're going to go ahead and write the internal EEPROM as well. And then we'll reread the ISN and make sure that it matches what the original one's ISN was. Okay, it's almost done here. These write pretty quick. I mean, this was like 2 or 3 minutes. The reading was about the same amount of time as well. Right. So now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and select internal EEPROM, write the internal EEPROM. We're going to take internal EEPROM from the original, open that. Okay, we're going to read the ISN. All right, so we'll go ahead and open this up. Pictures, screenshots. Open this screenshot up. And 49, F2, 7C, 3C, A2, 90. Sweet. ISNs match. We should be good to go. So we wrote it to this one. That is how simple it is to clone this. This should be a plug-and-play module. The customer sent me the CAS and the key so we can double check it on the bench, but I actually just don't have time for that today. So that's the flash procedure for an MEVD 17.2.4 with using HexProg 2. Lots of other tools do this as well. Like I said, a lot of people are giving me crap for using the HexProg in a bunch of last videos, but honestly, the one instance I used it on the GPEC 3 last was specifically because people had asked about opening the module, and that particular tool would do that job, but it was definitely going to take more equipment than using like PCM flash. I could have used PCM flash and not had to open it, but then you wouldn't have got to see any soldering, any opening the modules or any of that. So, but HexProg designed really for BMW. So anytime I've got a BMW module, you will see HexProg being used. That's essentially about the only tool I use. So like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. I appreciate you guys being here, and we'll see you next time.